Hey, let me show you how to do a few things. So today we are programming a new LiftMaster keypad to that, and we are also going to be programming her vehicle to the motor. Alright, first things first, keypad's here, has all the instructions right here. My phone will go clear. You get the gist. Anyway, with this one, you're going to push the learn button one time. Boom, let go. Do not hold it. You're going to enter in the code. Entering the code. Hit enter. And once the light blinks, that means it's taking it. And you just press the door. Make sure it works. Go all the way down. Keypad stops blinking. Test the code. Opens up. Replacing this keypad because it was corroded. Where's this new one? Alright, and how you program a vehicle. I always start the vehicle. Alright, and you're going to push whatever button is programmed to this motor. You're going to push this, and you're going to push one of these buttons, whatever she desires or customer desires at the time, at the same time. Okay? So let's I'm gonna do that real quick. So now with this, when you do it, you gotta push and hold this, and you gotta push and hold this button, or whichever one you want. This light will flash green, and it will go to orange, and then it'll flash green again, but you gotta push at the same time. Then you gotta go to your motor. You come to your motor, you push that learn button one time, come back to your car. You're gonna push the button that you desired, and you're gonna watch that motor light flash. Watch both of these flash at the same time. And you just push it again, and it's working. All right. There it is. And while you're here, just always service up the entire door, lubrication, lubricate all the hinges, rollers, check all the wiring, check the tension, check the forces on the motor, and you're good. That's a full service call in about 30 minutes. All right, for my second job is a spring change. Broken spring right there. You can see the separation in the spring. Gonna knock this out. Should take about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And that's my second job. All right, first things first, we're gonna unwind the spring that is not broken to get everything off, basically. After you undo the tension off this spring, take the cables off on both sides, get the 9/16 bolts out, you're gonna slide the springs to one side. Boom, boom. Sorry, doing it with one hand. And you're gonna slide the bar one side, and you're going to rest the torsion tube on the J-arm. Make sure you have the room, and this is how the bar is gonna look right now. It's fine. It can bend a little. As long as you don't bend it completely, you should be all right. And you're just gonna slide everything off. Sometimes easier spring change than others. There are times where this bar is completely eaten up, like those set screw marks right there, and you got to file them down, but these are not that bad. You can go buy these ones. But you take everything off, the bushing, spring. I need two hands. and ta-da, it's off. It's wiggling, but it's off. Now how you put them back on, I'm gonna try and get a full view of this real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I wanna explain something to you guys real quick, okay? You have a black cone, okay? This is spun, you see the end of the spring, the coil right here. Black cone always goes on the right side of the door, always, no matter what, okay? So the black spring has to go on first, and what you would do is these springs can bend, so you're gonna bend them. You're gonna watch a raw video of me putting this on real quick. You bend the spring. Make sure set screws are nice and loose. Spring on. Get the bushing on. You get the spring on. And then you do the red cone. So the red cone, you guys are gonna get a whole me full-fledged frontal of a whole spring job today. At least with my second job. So let's see if I can get that set up again. Okay. So you have a red cone, okay? And the red cone is, you can't really see it, but you see how the coil is the other way. So this has to go on the left side, okay? This goes on the left side, same thing. You can bend the spring. You get the spring on. Again, make sure your set screws are loose. Red drum, okay? Always left-hand side. Black is always right, red is always left. Unless you have a specific, they're called 00 headroom rear mount springs, then everything's reversed. But for now, those are, don't worry about it. We're gonna get this back on here. You're gonna get on your ladder, you're gonna put this on your bracket up there, and then you'll be able to slide that back into there. I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, the springs are on there. Took me a minute. I have to work around this stuff. So we're gonna do our cable. Put your cable on your drum and the vice grips, and you're gonna tighten them all down. You're gonna go over there. You're gonna do the same thing. I showed you guys how to do that on other videos, but I will walk you through it again real quick. So we're gonna magic this shit real quick. I'm gonna snap my fingers and that's gonna be done. Ready? So what we're gonna do is we're going to put the cable on the drum. We're gonna pull that drum down. We're gonna tighten that drum with our 7/16 ratchet, and then we're gonna take our vice grips and we're gonna put our vice grips on to hold the torsion tube. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's done. So, all right. So what I did was I put the vice grips on, well, sorry. I put the cable on the drum. We tightened down the drum. I know it's dark right here, I'm so sorry. Tighten down the set screws of the drum with the 7/16. Pull this tight. With your other hand that's not holding your phone, you're going to vice grip the torsion tube. Not super duper tight, because then you're gonna break the bar, or not break the bar, but you're gonna crimp the bar. You don't wanna do that. You wanna do it just tight enough so when you pull this cable, the drum doesn't slip. Nothing slips, everything is nice and tight, okay? Then you're gonna do the other side just with your hand, because the vice grip is holding the bar. You cannot turn this bar right now. There's no tension on the springs, but the whole purpose of this torsion tube being held like this is to keep this cable tight. then you can go over there and hand tighten that cable. All right, so I skipped the video of me turning the springs. I needed 2 hands and everything. The door's not all the way down because I just lubricated it, but the door is all the way down now. Always lubricate your doors, people. Lubricate them. Get in between the hinges. You're gonna spray in here, like that. I'm making a mess, but and wipe them off, man. Make sure you keep your door nice and clean. Same for all of your rollers. Get all of your rollers nice and lubricated, and you would want to do a nice little coat on your springs. That's nice. And if you got the silicone, wipe the springs down. Don't let them drip everywhere. Anyway, after that, what you're gonna do is you're going to reset forces and limits on your motor just to make sure that it is calibrated for the new springs. And that is it. Yo, gross. Anyway, how you reset the forces and limits for this model, you're gonna hit the rectangle button till it beeps. Ooh, spider. Anyway, no, don't go on me. So you're gonna hit the up until it's at a desired position. Oh, and look at that belt. Gonna have to readjust that belt as well. So we'll tackle that real quick too. I'm gonna get the door in the up position. And un momento. Okay, I already did it, but 1/2 inch wrench. Basically here, you turn it until it's nice and tight. So it's nice and tight. Anyway, so you get the door in the desired up position, you push the rectangle button again. Now the down's gonna flash, push. You hold till the door is in the down position where you want it to go. And you got to be careful with some of these motors, they do push down just a little bit more. Anyway, I forgot to show you guys. After you get the down position, you're gonna push the rectangle button again. And then this is gonna happen. The up arrow is gonna start flashing. And some of the newer motors, it will set by itself. It'll start beeping and set by itself, but this is a 2016 model, so you gotta push the up button. And then the door will start to open. And it's gonna open all the way up. I'm just gonna go through this whole process and step real quick with you guys. And once it's all the way up, the down position is going to, or not down position, I'm so sorry. The down arrow is going to be flashing for you to push and get the door back down. All right. Now, of course, different motor models do different things. This is a belt drive, so the belts, wherever you set it at, down on the floor is where it's gonna sit at. Sometimes the chain driven ones, you gotta set it about, I'm gonna say about anywhere from a 1/16 to a 1/4 off the ground, because it will push that rest down. And if you set it on the ground, you're gonna get a big bow in your rail. So definitely practice, test your motors to see what kind of motors you are working with. And biggest thing is your manuals. I know we don't like to read manuals, but read them. They will help you. All right, job well done. All right, for my third job, you've got a blinking safety beam. So we're gonna check the connections. Check the connections down there. We're gonna see what's going on with this. Braid your wires, always. Braid your wires together. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, electrical tape or wire nuts. Make sure that those connections are nice and tight and hidden from the elements. For my next job, this is an old motor. This is 1995. Circuit board got fried from an electrical storm, so we're replacing it with a brand new LiftMaster that I already started building. I had to talk to the customer, do the wholesale, but should take me, give or take, about maybe 45 minutes to an hour to get everything assembled and installed. Okay, so this unit, when you touch it, it loses power. So we're gonna replace it. We're gonna be replacing that unit with a LiftMaster 8365-267. Another hour and a half to possibly 2 hours. There she is. 7th job for today. Just a full service lubrication, adjust the chain, adjust a couple things, and yeah, on to the next. I got 2 more to do. All right, last job, spring change.